We back?
Back again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
It was still as we like to say, it had to get sticky. Before we wash it up and clean it up, it had to get sticky. And again, we like to shushu the conversations. We like to shushu, and what he come here to talk about today, besides his product, is a reality that we just face. How many of you that will be watching this show ever sit down and discuss this? I know it's not much of us would go into the business in our business where we actually have to go towards the financial institutions to get stuff. But the politicians, the bankers, and the people in the financial institutions make it sound nicer. Because I am very sure next week we could bring somebody from the banking sector or a politician with oversight to these things, and they will make it sound like we're talking madness. Like, it had all kind of thing for you and all in making full use side.
And then when we try to make access, no, that's the next thing.
That's it. But when you try to go for it, it's what you have to do. I also tell the people and them in the bank, when they start to ask the thing, I say, you will tell all exactly why they do at that point in time. I say, I just sell jerseys on a corner. So the fellow who's selling sweeties in Port of Spain, that is make money, or the fellow who's walking around selling pens, I mean, that was a genius idea to me. I don't know for any of the banking tongue and see a youth man walking with a big circular thing, so it only pens. To me, that was genius. And when you come out, you're seeing a dent in the thing because people buy pens. And then he can go by the bank and get a loan then.
Yeah, because it will say you ain't selling enough pens to get it done. The bad part about it is, and it goes back to how we just view ourselves. Because because as you rightfully said before, the same people that go and meet in the bank is like us. And we like to talk openly about each one help one. That was my black brethren. But when we reach just like on the pedestal, when we get a slice of the cake, what are we really saying? That is why I could not have gotten, when I started, I could not have gotten into what I was put into.
Right.
Because that would have been my piece of cake. I would have had access to a lot of things. And I would not have been able to do what I was supposed to do with it. And I would have ended up just like the rest, standing up on a podium and talking utter nonsense. Sorry to those who I offend. I ain't really sorry, but yeah, but that is it. When certain one of us who get the piece of the cake, we sit down behind a nice tell them girl and them the nicest shorts, cute and the stockings and things sit down behind it. They become one of them. Until they lose the job and not to face the same thing we facing, they will become like us. And then they like the ball, they're wicked.
And this is not an attack on anybody who
No, it is not an attack, no. It's just for the socks to pull up.
Right.
But it also can't be an attack if it's the reality. We
If
just
it's the
talking the reality.
No, but let me explain why I say what I say, right? Because I realized yesterday in particular, that situation with our Facebook post, all that tell me is that black people still more interested in the topic, in the tone of what is being said than the topic. Right?
Tone over topic.
Because everybody trying to justify to me, okay, I understand Abu Bakr do what he do. Right? He did what he did. And he was successful in coming out and still being out of jail and working cases. Right? But it does not change the fact of that what he said is not one of the most plaguing topics to our community, which is the oppression of the African youth, the inequalities in the system
that we face
daily,
every day,
right? Where you have systems designed to keep us a particular way. Case in point, a piece of land for 600,000 and a Range Rover for 600,000. If I go to the bank and I ask for this, it's real pressure. The land, the piece of land, right? But let me tell them I want to buy the Range Rover. They give me the loan for 6 to 7 years. I might pay about $4,000 or $5,000 a month, and in 7 years, they're done away with me. But to get the deed for the legacy to pass on to my children, right?
Problems.
The same 600,000 are the same down payment, are the same everything, same scenario. Same person, same scenario, same amount of money. It's pressure for me to get this piece of land. Right? Because they want me to sell my soul. They want to hold the land as collateral. They want to hold the vehicle as collateral. They want my wife to co-sign with me and all these things. And then then these people have the audacity to say that it is fair play. It could never be fair play.
It can never be fair play. Because it goes back to certain people, the certain of them now. The Westerners, we living on the hill. Them got to go through that. They have to make a phone call and yes, Mrs. So the money is in the bank already. Them have to go and line up like we are born and scrub government bench, you know. No. They're getting it on a silver platter with juice. With salt and water. If you're lucky.
No, you ain't getting that neither.
You ain't getting that neither.
So forget about that.
So go ahead.
We had to do, you see, it goes back to the first terminology. Instead of talking and thinking and elaborating on it, because everybody is one. You ever notice on Facebook, everybody's a consultant these days on business? Let's register your business. Let's teach you how to run your business. But nobody ain't talking about funding and all the things. Nobody ain't talking about that.
I remember some years ago, right? So you know what they tell the writers do, right? This kind of clothing is why they provide African and African inspired clothing, right?
Yeah.
I
like that one.
I remember some years ago, Justice, being around in the Afro-conscious community, but people didn't take it more. And I just started, but I was still working, just like I say. An article come out about the clothing line in the papers now. I know I'd really hold back. So somebody from our organization reached out now. Ask them, so we see you doing things, where you need? We can probably help you with the meat. I said, no, I need money. It's money, it's funding we need.
We need funding.
I don't need no compliment or let's a nice talk, no nothing.
Yeah.
All the black businesses them need is for other black people to support it.
To support them.
That's it, you know.
Then we wouldn't even have to go to the bank.
You ain't gonna ask none of the shoe companies this way. None of the white people name that we like to brandish across with chest. You ain't gonna ask them nothing. You just go and buy it. You just go and buy it. Right? For instance, this year, you have a red sneakers. You watch this there. You ain't going to ask none of them white companies what I mean. Where's that? You don't know what the symbols, the logos mean. But you just go and put it on and buy it and put it on. Okay, that's your choice.
Correct.
But why when you reach by me?
You want to question.
And you want to question where's that symbol? Or where's this or where's that?
The fabric and all the one that is polyester. Like you never wear polyester. Yeah.
But I never see somebody in one of them white name stores. I never see them doing so, you know.
No.
They come, hey, I tell you plain. I tell people, I attach to the things that is make to put away. You can't come and feel it up because I'm doing it long enough now to watch you a certain way and see when you come and see when you start that. Now, hey. You're soiling up my fabric, man. Because I don't understand that kind of mindset now. You know, so as you say, we talk it a lot.
Yeah.
You feel them that's how they talk it?
No.
Them living it. We had to talk it because we're not living it.
And then they want to beat we young brothers, beat them down like my boy. That name that they hate to mention. No. Karen Clark, DSS. Yeah, they want to beat he down. I have seen people pay off the mortgage in 1 week. Karen, I kid you not. A woman was owing 100,000 to a certain institution. She had a duffel bag the very next day. And she went into them. That what caused the rift, you know. Young boys in Little Dubai, better known as LH, driving Benz, driving BMW, paying off the mother mortgages, paying off rent, paying off this, buying houses.
Yeah, but
me ain't going there.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you why I'm not going there.
Because it has plenty holes in that system.
It has real holes. That holes.
Plenty holes in that system.
I this is my take on it. I watching to see what going. Me ain't going there.
Yeah.
I just watching to see what going. Yeah.
Here the next thing, right? One of the things, because we are a solution-oriented show, right? You ain't coming here and just
sit
bash,
down and
bash, bash,
talk.
bash,
Yeah,
bash, bash,
yeah.
bash.
No,
right?
we have time for that. We
One of
have
the
to work on
issues,
something.
correct. One of the things that I think could be done better, especially from the banking perspective. If you have, out of the gate, yes, we are a risky people, right? Yes, no disputing that.
No disputing.
But you, as the institution who is about to lend me this money to do this, whatever it is I want to do with it, business-wise, right? How difficult is it for you to say, okay, one of the conditions for you to receive this funding is to complete this financial literacy course, or one of the situations is for you to complete this small business. I hate that term, small business, but business development course with whoever. And or you could partner with NESC, or you could partner with Netco, or you could partner
Netco
with...
does
Netco actually does that.
Right,
that's not what
right,
we
but
say.
that's Netco alone.
And Netco alone, yeah,
right?
yeah.
What happened to the other institutions?
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, you're coming to make we feel like if all it is help. We ain't saying no. We ain't saying, I'm sure. Because I know, you see, remember that damn meme that had going wrong the other day with the degrees and the masters at the top, but on top of the masters it had link?
Link, yeah.
Right. That is one of the things I master. In the 15 years of me doing business and me doing sales for 1, 2, 3, 4 of the top companies in this country, I master that. If I lost my phone, I'll trip off.
Networking.
Because of the networking. Listen, there's no thing that I can't get done in Trinidad, even now as a barber, right? Because of the kind of people that's come through my shop and they sit down in my chair. You understand? I helping man get a water leak fix, street light get changed, all kind of thing because of the networks that I've built,
Yeah.
right? And I want to empower our people to stop fighting up and studying what we can't get through it, right? It's time for we now to start to say, boy, here what's going on. We have to prove these people wrong, right? Which is one of the things that I made it my business to do before I started my business, which is what I was telling you just now, right? Let them come to us. But they can't come to we without supporting one another. You understand? If we have to build something, let me be real, this is not no joke breads. You understand? This is a serious thing here. We walking through the aisles and we seeing
Bob's Red Mill and all
Bob's
kind of
Red
bacchanal.
Mill and Ibis and this one and that one, as a bleach out thing. And then when you eat it, your belly hard like big stone.
It's foreign thing we like.
Right? Because the foreigners and them say this is the better one.
We're Astro Claus instead. We say,
Third world America.
Third world America.
Yeah.
You understand that what we like?
Yeah.
If it didn't come from America,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it.
yeah.
You
Right?
must be able to dust off the snow off the pack.
And
Yeah.
let me tell you, we make these things more difficult than it need to be. Every community, in every community, it has somebody like you, know. Whether it's a nail tech, whether it's a barber, whether they're making flour, whether they're making clothes, all these cottage industries that we use to build what we have now, this system that we have now. Why is it so difficult for us to get back to that? Right? Support. I telling you right now, homie, it has some of the best tasting food I just eat has come from Laventille, eh?
Yeah, boy.
Big up Ayana's Delights
Tanya.
on St. Joseph, St. Joseph Road on the back road. Big up Tanya,
Yeah, boy.
right? Big up Midas Touch.
The seafood man.
Hamburgers.
The seafood man by the lookout. Jesus Christ.
You see?
And we ain't go there yet.
We ain't go there yet. Big up the Juke man on the lookout.
Yeah,
Big
Midas
up
touch too, boy. Yeah, boy. I can do
Ocean,
it on Midas touch.
Ocean's Delight in Barataria.
Yeah.
The man selling a coconut shrimp in a half a pineapple with mashed potatoes, breads. I'm going to tell you something. You think that tastes good?
I go in there.
Right. And we never support. We don't want to support
Yeah.
them fellas because why? They might be selling it out of the house.
I still kind of baffled, but not baffled in a way like I don't know. Baffled might be the right word. Kind of shocked that after all the talk during the lockdown,
Yeah.
to see people line up by these fast food places and them,
Yeah.
I still kind of Friday, Saturday, Friday, to see people line up, and then to watch the people and them who doing the homemade thing and be like, yo, we serious, but we are real work to do, you know, fellas.
Plenty.
We are real work to do.
Plenty.
Because as you keep saying, it's real talk.
Yeah.
Because
Real
you know,
talk, everybody
all
like
over
to talk.
social media or anything, we doing this now, and we need to go by these places and them and thing again.
And all like
I ain't saying no, because I tell them, at 42 years old, I old enough to say I grew up in a time where these fast food things that is daily food for people now was a delicacy in my house.
Yeah, well,
When I was growing up.
Yeah, when you
When
pass
a
come on and
pizza
chance
come
again,
on, when I pass come on and chance, a box of one of them food and then was it.
yeah,
yeah.
And I walk away with the box in a kind of way and
And
it's
you
a
ride.
crowd around me.
yeah.
But that's what it was. It was just something for that now. I just tried to figure out.
When
'cause
the
if
wind
we
went
if
wrong.
we figure out that all our business going, what them do to turn it in such a way that we don't cook again. I know people.
No, it's
my
ease,
partner
it's
used
ease.
to deliver for one of them in town on a bicycle, right? And he had customers who didn't used to have to call. Meaning, every day, you had to bring a box of date for me. Now, this is in the late 90s, eh? This is in the late 90s. I didn't too long finish school.
Independence Square?
Yeah.
All right, I think I know what you're talking about.
There are people that would have eaten for the whole week.
And what does I baffle? Because the way how I just feel when a customer come and sit down by me and say, Karen, boy, I have a little idea I want to start. My partner with the Sorrel, Marcus, right? And what's the name of the thing again? I forget the name.
Okay, man.
Anyhow, big up yourself, Marcus, because you know what I'm talking about, right? The man come, he say, boy, Karen, I want to try this juice thing, boy. I say, well, where's he seen? Bring some, let me taste it. He bring the Sorrel and bring about 6 bottles. I say, well, put it in the fridge now, man. And I give it the juice. People ball. Bring thing for Christmas. The 1.5 was selling more than the small one. Right? The excitement I just get from that is confusing to me, boy. I could see this. I ready to tell my mother and them about this. I ready to get behind this and put my name on the line for this. You understand? Because at the end of that's how I just put my name behind you. You understand? And anybody around me who decided doing business on a serious tip, I behind your bread. Anytime you start to play the fool, I pulling away. Because if you're not serious, you're not going to jeopardize my...
name behind you.
No, you're not jeopardizing my relationship.
Because there's something somebody that's always tried to use against me in my promotion of black-owned businesses now. We just get bad service, be like, yo, you just get bad service everywhere. Don't target to black business.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying black business don't give bad service.
Yes.
But I'm saying don't tag that to... But that can't be the be all and end all.
No.
I say that's for you. Because
Definitely.
if I send you by Jay Mart, it's because I use Jay Mart product, or I know people reliably who using Jay Mart product, and I can tell you it's good.
Correct.
I can tell you it's good. I'm not promoting nothing
Substandard.
that I ain't either use for myself or know somebody who using, and it's really good. I'm not doing that at all.
That bring me to a story. I remember I was selling in the market sometime, and a husband and wife came up. The husband said the ball. I hope this made it milk cassava, you know. And I hope you always be using proper sanitary methods. And the wife look at him. I don't want this, you know. I accustomed using Bob bread mill. You man say, where think you eat last week?
Say that again, I hear.
She said, where you think you eat last week? When you eat the dumpling and the stew fish and you lick your finger and your elbow and your ankle. Your tongue reach all down my ankle and like because you think the tasting good, is that flour I use? And he started to say, oh gosh, stomach. I was like, I ain't drinking enough water, you know. Yeah, but he started to bash the quality. He wanted to know how long it lasted. And I tell him, and he said, listen, you just go in Massey and all them other grocery and all they just pick up things off the shelf. All they watching expiry date, all they watching this, all they watching that. It's when it is all they go home and all they get food poison and they head to wherever they had to go and fix that. Then the accent all they what all they eat. And then all they will go back in all the dustbin and pick up a package and look at it. I said, but it's 6 months. 6 months shelf life.
Because it's real flour.
Because it's real flour. Once you don't keep it in a moist thing, like a place with plenty moisture and humidity, it can last even longer. But you're not going to leave flour in using that. You'll try to use it within a month.
Correct.
Right? So, and because they'll leave in, they wouldn't pick up a thing and ask a question about in the grocery, but they'll come by my table and ask, And the woman had to put the husband in place. She said, I cooked that for you last week.
Foot in mouth.
Yeah.
The same thing, was when I remember man, sadly somebody I know that was so questioning a design I had now. But in questioning it in a power ways, a real kind of
Condescending.
Yeah, condescending kind of way. Now. So I just asked him, so yeah, ever send an email to them companies or they like to wear, them slave owners' names or they like to wear on the clothes. You ever send an email to them saying, yo, what make all they do this like this? I don't like this. Why all they don't turn it around? So you ever send an email to them? When you send an email to them and they respond to you, then me and you go talk.
Yeah, because they may want to hear you.
But
Yes.
you're going in certain establishment and they're pelting the food across the table for you and you're going back the following week.
Yeah.
Or the following day in certain cases. But let me slip now and forget to get a napkin or forget to get a fork or some kind of
That
going
is the
and-
self-hatred
And you
manifesting itself.
Correct. You're tearing me up
Yeah.
to pieces.
You have no problem taking that garbage from them. I'm not saying take it from us.
Nah.
No.
So before you leave, we're looking to wrap up. Before you go, as you say, we're solution oriented.
Yeah.
Give us an idea that you have in your head that could improve the way we do business and things in our community.
I would say support. Support the businesses, support the small businesses. These conglomerates already make it. Point blank. They have money. The bank account looking good. Right? Help your own in the community. Go and buy by the neighborhood shop. Buy a earring from how she name out the road. Do your nail in somebody's gallery. Go and get your hair relaxed under some tree.
Nah.
No, but that's not being real.
Nah,
Because some
yeah.
of these people that you have in your own community don't have the amenities that these big establishments have.
Right. And it's really only supporting them. It's really only through supporting them they'll get better.
When you support them,
Yeah.
go by the fella who's selling
Punch.
the Creole doubles.
Yeah.
Who's selling the doubles, but he ain't got any people who they sell the doubles now, boy.
Yeah.
So go by here and buy the doubles instead of going by the man down the road.
Yeah.
Down. So who looking like he from wherever?
Yeah. And stop making excuses.
And stop making excuses.
Yeah.
Excuses
Because you see the
as to
excuses.
As to why you want to support.
Yeah, but if I buy from he and he's still buying from them, that's not the point.
He find a way to make a turnover.
That's not the
Exactly.
point. The point is when you support he, you put food on his table,
Yeah.
you feed his children, you pay his mortgage, you pay his light bill, and then he could do whatever the hell he want to do. Which is to come by Andre and buy a jersey.
Yeah, and
come
with
by
the
Karen and take a
Uncle
trim.
yeah.
The next thing I always tell them is we don't realize how the same way we just support other people, but don't call it support, we have to call it support for ourselves. Right? When we continue doing that for ourselves, what has happened?
Yeah.
My business reached such a place that I can't do it alone now. I have to hire somebody.
Right.
That person I hire might be your child.
You create
Your
jobs.
child come and work for me now, and in a short space of time, get influence in such a way and go on, branch off into doing something for themselves. That something gets so big that she or he had to hire someone. We don't look at it that way.
And we start creating jobs in my own community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
But anyhow,
Watch
the
me,
amount of thing
all
we
I know
do.
my take on with CXC and thing, right, and exams and thing.
Correct.
While I'm not against a traditional education, I tell them, I say, this the idea of sending children to work right after CXC
Madness.
is continuing the slave mill.
Yeah.
Because your child have nothing to offer an employer besides brute force, brute strength and time
And
at
mental,
16, 17 years old.
And a little bit of mental capacity.
Right? Nothing else. And then you stick, when you catch yourself age 17 and you start to work, when you catch yourself age 25, you have a child to see about, you might be, and you know thinking, and the time just pass like that.
Yeah.
Don't
And you
send
get
your children
yourself
out there.
caught
You
up
sending
in
your
debt.
child out there to work at 16, 17, you encouraging and keeping that slave mill rolling.
So before we go, King,
Tell them
Yeah,
again how
social
to
media and
contact
thing?
you.
Yes.
Tell them
you
how to
can
find
go
you.
to Facebook and Instagram and find Jay Mart TT 2020.
all
Right? And you will see a lot more that than you are seeing here. You'll be shocked.
Right?
A lot
So,
more.
Jay Mart 2020. No, Jay Mart TT 2020.
Yeah.
That's the handle.
That's the handle.
On
yeah.
Facebook and Instagram.
On Instagram as
On
well.
Instagram.
Yes.
Nice. Nice. So, it was good to have you.
I happy to be here, you know.
All the best and all the bless here. I will be trying your product. Very, very,
Very soon.
Right? All you be safe out there. African people, black people, we have to look out for one another. Living in love is not words. We can Sizzler, Anthony, we all of them sing it. And it didn't mean nothing. It didn't mean nothing until we live it.
Yeah.
We
So
gotta
let me
live in
start the
love.
revolution. And our revolution is not only a violence.
Revolution of the mind.
Yeah, the
We had to
mind.
think different, and out of that thinking, we had to act
One
different.
of the words from revolve is evolve.
Yeah.
And you had to have mental evolution to have
Yeah,
a
we had to
revolution.
evolve. We had to change. This way and this system right now not working for us. And the only way it would change into a system that will work for us is if we change it.
Correct.
Because we voting for people that didn't bring no change. We going in institutions with people that ain't bringing no changes. We had to bring the change.
We got to change.
That is what we're trying to do here.
Be the
So
change
all
we
the
wanna
best. Be safe out there and we go see all you again, my brother. Goodness. Yeah?
Well, let's stay up.